So on behalf of my colleague, I would like to thank you to all of you once again for your support, and we look forward that you get your support like this moving forward.
Thay mặt cho tất cả các đồng nghiệp tại Dell thì chúng tôi xin cảm ơn các anh chị phóng viên về sự hỗ trợ, cũng như là trong tương lai rất hy vọng sẽ tiếp tục nhận được sự hỗ trợ của các anh chị.
So as of now, we would like to invite Gaurav to be here and sharing his keynote to you. Please, Gaurav.
Xin trân trọng kính mời đồng nghiệp của tôi, ông Gaurav Chan, Phó Chủ tịch phụ trách marketing nhóm giải pháp doanh nghiệp của Dell toàn cầu, chia sẻ bài thuyết trình của mình.
Good afternoon.
Xin chào tất cả các anh chị.
Thank you. So, Mr. Anathai talked about this future-ready enterprise, and that's the piece I'm going to take you into a little more detail on.
Vừa rồi trong phần đề dẫn của mình thì ông Anathai cũng đã nói một cái thuật ngữ chúng ta gọi là Enterprise Future Ready, tức là một cái doanh nghiệp luôn luôn sẵn sàng đáp ứng nhu cầu tương lai. Thế thì cụ thể nó là gì trong bài thuyết trình này tôi sẽ làm rõ chi tiết để mình chị hình dung rõ hơn.
But before that, to discuss what got us to get to this future-ready enterprise, I want to talk to you about two key trends that we're seeing in the market today.
Nhưng mà trước khi đi sâu vào cái Future Ready Enterprise này,
the first one, I think all of you are really familiar with this, which is the digital explosion that's occurring in the world today. And I think you, more than anyone else, will identify with this because one of the statistics I heard was that 65% of Vietnam's population is under the age of 35.
chắc chắn là
All of you are really familiar with mobility, the amount of pictures, the amount of text, social, tweets, all of that stuff that's going on that's just causing a tremendous amount of data that now IT organizations need to understand how to store and manage.
và khi mà
The second key trend is as you look at what's happening in IT departments today, what you see is business sophistication is becoming more, but IT sophistication is actually going down.
một cái xu thế thứ hai nữa là khi mà chúng ta nhìn vào các cái bộ phận công nghệ thông tin trong doanh nghiệp hay là nhìn vào doanh nghiệp nói chung thì chúng ta thấy rằng là cái tính phức tạp của các hoạt động nghiệp vụ trong doanh nghiệp thì nó tăng lên, trong khi là cái tính phức tạp của cái môi trường công nghệ thông tin thì giảm đi nhờ cái sự phát triển của công nghệ.
The reason is because a lot of CIOs now are being tasked as to how IT can enable the business, so they need to focus more on the business and less on IT.
Cái lý do của
Now, there are technologies that can actually help our customers grapple with all of this change that's going on in their environments.
có những cái công nghệ
Cloud computing, big data, mobility, security, they can help. However, they are inherently very disruptive in terms of deploying those solutions in an environment. The reason is because architecturally, any of these technologies are vastly different than what customers have historically put in their IT environments.
cái lý do ở đây đó
If you look at Hadoop and the deployment of Hadoop in big data, it is completely different to architecturally how you deploy an Oracle or a SQL database.
ví dụ đơn cử
So, if you look at the two trends around business and IT sophistication and the disruptive technologies that exist, it is incumbent upon solution providers like Dell to be able to balance and bring these technologies into our customers' environment in a less disruptive manner. And this is where we believe Dell is fundamentally different. Because what Dell can do is allow customers to balance the traditional IT and the new IT world by focusing on open, standards-based, compute-centric solutions. So when you look at the IT industry, we believe that you can put customers in 4 different boxes.
Nhìn vào cái
On the left-hand side here, you've got legacy systems and new proprietary solutions. And the biggest problem with them is the problem of lock-in. Let me use one simple example. Flash storage, 12 months ago, was available at $25 US dollars a gig. Today, 12 months later, flash storage is down to $5 a gig.
tôi sẽ nặng ý bà sử dụng được. Sorry about that.
Now, if you were locked in, you could not take advantage of that price drop on flash storage.
Nếu mà chúng ta
The greatest problem with going with vendors on that left-hand side is that they lock you in and you can't take advantage of all the innovation that's occurring in the market today.
và đó cũng là cái vấn đề lớn nhất của việc là bị phụ thuộc vào một cái nhà cung cấp giải pháp duy nhất, bởi vì họ bắt chúng ta phụ thuộc.
The bottom right-hand side, you've got these commodity system manufacturers that produce really cheap infrastructure.
Bên góc
But the biggest problem there is the fact that who will do systems management? Who will do remote management? Who will do global support for those customers?
tuy nhiên nếu mà những khách hàng họ sử dụng thì mua sắm ban đầu là rẻ.
So although those systems are cheap, the ongoing cost to manage those systems becomes extremely high because the burden is 100% on your customers. And that's where we believe Dell is fundamentally different, because we don't have any legacy networking business. We don't have a legacy storage business.
Và
So let's talk about how we're going to help our customers in Vietnam. We're focused on 5 key things we want to deliver to our customers.
chúng tôi sẽ tập trung vào
1, all of our infrastructure has to be workload ready. Customers don't buy servers because they look good. Customers buy servers because they want to run a workload on it.
thứ nhất.
The second piece we focus on is lots of customers have told us virtualization is great, but they have one challenge when it comes to virtualization, which is there's an added element manager in the customer's environment now. So we work with both Microsoft as well as VMware, and now you can run any Dell server, Dell storage, Dell networking. You can provision all of our products through the hypervisor, whether it be vCenter or Hyper-V in case of System Center in case of Microsoft. The next is software defined. And software defined is basically trying to move all proprietary systems to a compute-based x86 architecture. One example is Dell Open Networking, where we work with Cumulus and Big Switch as partners, and we're trying to move networking to a world where a customer can create a network on a standard x86 server with whatever operating system, whether it be Windows or Linux. The next is cloud ready. There's no question that there are huge advantages for cloud, but the problem today is there is very little flexibility for customers when it comes to cloud adoption. What Dell can do is give customers the ultimate flexibility of a public cloud as well as a private cloud. And then more importantly, Dell can integrate those 2 environments. Dell Boomi allows you to integrate the underlying databases so that the 2 databases on a public and private cloud can share the information. And Dell Cloud Manager allows you to manage multiple clouds in one single pane of glass. The last one is big data optimized. We see a lot of customers trying to do big data projects, but they come across two key challenges. One, the architecture is complicated. And second, the native transaction engine of Hadoop is really slow. So we collaborated with Cloudera, which is a leading provider of big data solutions, and we came up with an appliance. That appliance gives our customers pre-tested, pre-validated, pre-configured applications for the Hadoop environment. And finally, we worked with open source software, which is Apache Spark, and got that transactional engine, which is MapReduced on Hadoop, 15x faster than what it can be at. There are a couple of new product launches we want to talk about today.
Với một cái đề dẫn với một cái khung cảnh chung như vậy thì Dell đưa ra những cái giải pháp mà chúng tôi launching ngày hôm nay để thực hiện được vào cái tầm nhìn của tôi, giúp các doanh nghiệp xây dựng một cái doanh nghiệp sẵn sàng cho tương lai như vậy.
First of all, as part of our 20th anniversary of PowerEdge, we're launching the new R930. The R930 is optimized for mission-critical environments such as online transaction processing, business processing, decision support systems. And one example is the R930 is the world record holder in the SAP BW-EML benchmark. The next, we launched the SCV 2000, which is a front-end storage array. Two key advantages for the SCV 2000. One, it's part of a larger family which has the same features, same systems management as the larger Dell Compellent series. And secondly, it brings all the features of the high-end storage systems to entry level. World-class thin provisioning, multiple RAID sets per drive, snapshots, replication. All of those features are now included in the SCV 2000 series. And last but not the least, we launched the X series and the N series, which are networking switches designed for the SMB market. The advantage of the X and N series is simplicity, in that you do not require any certification for your networking administrator to go manage those switches. Go to the next slide.
Các anh chuyển giúp sang slide tiếp thì bấm click rồi nó không chạy.
As Mr. Amatai said, Vietnam is a key market for us. We are seeing a lot of expansion of Dell in that market. So we thank you for the time you took to come and hear our story.